Hmm?
Hey.
Help yourself.
Who's there? Here's playing tricks on me again. Now I'm angry!
Where'd they go?
They're back! Come on!
What's that?
Wouldn't want to be...
sure manage to find your fair share of trouble, don't you?
Is that a problem?
Not at all. Honestly, it's just nice to not be doing it alone for a change. In my line of work, things tend to get pretty hairy. I've been shot at, poisoned, nearly executed. Heck, until recently they called the lockup in Diamond City the Piper Suite. Anything for a story, I suppose.
You've led an exciting life.
Sure have. But honestly, now that I'm out here with you, I feel like I'm just getting started. Getting in trouble is what folks like us do. I mean, you and I are out here putting ourselves at risk so people in the Commonwealth can have a chance at a better life. Not for praise or reward or glory, but because it's right. I just wanted to let you know I'm real happy to be along for the ride.
I'm glad you're here too, Piper.
Thanks, Blue. That means a lot coming from you. So, you want to get out of here? Ugh, looks like they ought to just torch this place and start over.
You can't hide forever!
Normal for other terrorists.
It was nothing.
Son,
Let's get this directorate meeting over with before we speak further. It's important. Let's get this directorate meeting over with before we speak further. It's important. Good, we're all here. I think it's time we begin.
Sir, excuse me.
Look,
but
Director,
what exactly
I'm
is
gonna
he
make
doing
the
here?
same recommendation I did last time.
But there are other subjects
We did
that
everything we
require our
could.
attention
4
first.
years
The
dedicated
level
to
of
preserving
unrest
this
in the
Commonwealth
continues to
provisional
rise,
government.
as we're all aware.
You've seen the same reports I have.
All
It's
institute
falling
facilities
apart
remain
and
completely
fast.
secure with the
We
exception
need a
of one
plan
notable
for what
breach.
happens when that fall
Otherwise,
is
internally
complete.
things are as tight as they've ever been.
I know some of the other
Dr. Ray was
divisions have
keeping an eye on
suggested we
things
just
topside.
cut off
Yes,
all contact, hide underground, and
Watchers show
pretend
no
nobody's
additional
home.
threats beyond those previously identified.
That would,
We're
in
still
my opinion,
monitoring the
be
increased
a
activity
mistake.
around Fort Independence.
We can't
But
just
there
give
are
up
no
on
immediate
these.
signs we
And
should
with
be
the
concerned.
Android program,
Boston
we don't
International
have
Airport
to.
remains occupied, with
We'll
Brotherhood
soon
presence
have the
noted at
capabilities
SAC.
to deploy
Several other
androids
points
to the
throughout the
surface in great enough numbers to maintain order.
Intelligence
Just-
suggests that this
just
railroad
think about it, all right?
continues to operate. and
Keep
is
it in
becoming
mind
more
moving forward.
Ambitious. SRB agents are monitoring all known situations, sir.
Very good, thank you. It's clear that our safety needs to be the primary concern going forward. To that end, where are we on phase 3?
Excuse me, but sir, are you sure this is, well, the proper time to be discussing that? Considering, given all parties present?
Ah, yes, that's true. Have you heard anything about phase 3?
what's phase 3?
It's very important to us. Power is, as I'm sure you've seen above ground, a very valuable commodity. I'm not talking about some abstract concept of control. I mean real, tangible power. The kind that keeps the lights on. With every advance the Institute makes, our need for raw power increases. Many compromises and sacrifices have been made over the years to allow progress to continue.
What kind of compromises?
We have at times had to rely on drawing power from above-ground installations. It risks personnel and equipment, but no longer. Phase 3 is simply the activation of a nuclear reactor that can provide enough power to the Institute now and forever. It will ensure not just our survival, but our prosperity.
Can you tell me more about this reactor?
Certainly. It was originally built for the Commonwealth Institute of Technology before the war, but was only for testing. Over the years, we've advanced the technology, made a great many improvements, and are finally nearly ready to activate it. The reactor is close to ready, but recent tests have determined we have a few tasks ahead of us. Thus, we come to phase 3, and to how you will help.
Sir,
Yes, Dr. Ayo. Previously, we would rely on Kellogg for above-ground operations, yes? Well, he is gone. While I'm not overly fond of putting my own father in harm's way, he has proven more than capable of handling himself.
yes, but
This is not a matter for debate. Now, There is one more subject that requires discussion.
I don't know that this is the time.
Dr. Holdren, it is time. Please, as I'm sure several of you are already aware, I have been under Dr. Volkert's care for some time. I'm sorry, this is difficult for me. Our best efforts have failed. Every experimental treatment we could devise has been unsuccessful. I'm sorry to say I am dying.
No!
Can't be
Please,
serious.
everyone, please, I am sorry. This is not how I wanted to tell you, but we're running out of time.
There must be something we can do to help you.
The only thing that matters now is continuing the Institute's work. It will be all right. I assure you, we can talk more later. Right now, the future of the Institute is at stake. The Institute cannot survive without leadership. The Directorate must continue to govern with the best interest of all in mind. To that end, I am naming my father as my successor.
Oh, boy.
You can't be serious!
Really?
How can you possibly justify this? He isn't one of us. He isn't even a scientist.
Ignoring your borderline, insubordinate tone, I will simply say this. The Institute has enough scientists. What it needs is a leader. I believe my father has already proven himself more than capable in that regard. This will conclude this meeting. Thank you.
We don't usually welcome outsiders. I hope you can appreciate your good fortune.
Dr. Fillmore,
What's on your mind?
it must be a challenge to meet the power demands of a place like this.
Absolutely. We scratch and scrape for every precious ounce of voltage that we can. Over the years, we've learned a few tricks that help supplement our power budget. When necessary, we can tap into select sources on the surface. We take only what we need, of course. Fortunately, Advanced Systems is always working on new solutions to generate more energy. It's a good thing, too, because the demand is always increasing. You don't even want to know what a single use of the molecular dematerializer consumes.
Perhaps someday our synths can reclaim the Commonwealth.
I had no idea.
I know this is... well, it's a lot to take in at once. I'm sorry, Father. I hope it wasn't too presumptuous of me to put you in charge without even asking first.
I can do the job.
Of course you can. That's why I made the decision. There's no question that some of the Directorate and the Institute at large will need reassurances about your appointment. That's why I'd like you to take charge of this latest operation. Dr. Fillmore can fill you in on the details. There are hard decisions ahead, for all of us. But for you especially. I know that you'll do the right thing.